Greetings to the Lunar Matrix. This is Elizabeth Shermer with an intuitive reading for the lunar grids of light. Today's Friday, July 26th, and today's reading is very special in anticipation of a really unusual astrological event and a planetary gift that's happening on Monday. It's called a grand sextile, and it happens to be occurring exactly simultaneously with the last quarter moon. So this event is happening at 10:43 Monday morning Pacific Daylight Time. Grand sextile, this is a picture of a six-sided star hexagon and or star tetrahedron, and this is an image that actually is appearing in the sky on Monday morning. If you'd like to see the astrological chart, go to thelunarmatrix.com. And you'll be amazed at the beauty and harmony of what's going to be appearing for us. So today's reading is really special because I want to share with you the opportunities available in the coming week, and then then the tarot spread will give us some advice on how we can access those opportunities in our own lives. So because of the really unique and special nature of this event, I wanted to share a little bit about the potentials of what this grand sextile actually is. And I'm going to use the tarot cards because the tarot cards, the Thoth deck, actually was designed in harmony with principles of astrology. So we can talk about astrology using tarot and understand a little bit more about what this special event is. So the first card I want to show you is the Six of Cups, called Pleasure, and the sixes represent this quality of integration and harmony and beauty that is represented by the grand sextile in the sky. And so the Six of Cups represents the actual quality of this event, which is a deep, strong, and integrated sense of harmony and beauty and alignment in a very stable but also really emotionally fulfilling way. Alignment with pleasure, but it's pleasure on the deepest level possible. It's a deep, balanced experience of well-being. And so this is the gift that's coming to us on Monday, and then because it's happening simultaneously with the last quarter moon, this quality will be available throughout the coming days so that we can access and anchor in our lives. There are two special astrological aspects of the chart, and so I'm going to talk a little bit about those in relationship to cards. The first is the position of Jupiter, and Jupiter is represented in the Thoth deck by the Wheel of Fortune. And so this quality of expansion has to do with harmonizing all of the potentials for change. And one of the interesting things about the Wheel of Fortune and its connection to Jupiter, the card, the Wheel of Fortune, and its connection to Jupiter, is the understanding on a deep level that change is the constant in the universe. And so Jupiter offers an expansive and harmonizing quality to this principle and understanding that change is the constant. And when we can come in alignment with that understanding, we can experience change in our lives with a deeper sense of harmony. So Jupiter is providing a stability and an expansive quality to this form of the grand sextile on Monday. Adding expansion is Jupiter, and then adding a unique quality of illumination and inspiration is the Sun. And the Sun is adding this because the Sun is the only planetary body in our solar system that isn't part of the grand sextile. So the Sun is standing outside the grand sextile, and it becomes the magnet and the activator for the energy and the potentials. And so in summary, what the grand sextile is representing is a capacity for you to experience deep inner harmony and well-being at the same time a quality of expansion and expansive energy that will be pulled by the sun into a new sense, a new expanded sense of illumination and inspiration relating to your own capacity for leadership in the world. The sun ultimately represents our ability to fully expand into our life purpose in an illuminated way of expanded awareness. So really good news and an amazing opportunity this coming week. And so with knowing and understanding these potentials, which I've been working with over the last few days to really understand what's happening with this very unusual form, we probably will never experience this again in our lifetimes. So just imagine what is the harmonics necessary to bring these 6 points into perfect harmony in the sky. So I do recommend that you look at the astrology chart to see the amazing synchronicity that is waiting for us on Monday. So now with all of this in mind, I asked Source and all the elements and light that supports us to offer a tarot reading that could help us each personally come into alignment with these potentials. So I asked for some practical advice for us to be able to access. And we got practical advice and incredible synchronicity. So the first card, all the way to the left in the position of body, another 6. The 6 of discs. And the 6 of discs represents our experience in the physical realm of coming into harmony with all the circumstances that are unfolding. Discs represent the physical realm. This painting it holds the sun at the center. It's showing the sun as a star at the center of the 6 inner planets. And so the hexagon that's formed here is representing our capacity and our experience of being in harmony with our world. This card represents always a blessing because it represents the feeling and experience of being blessed in our lives and receiving gifts in the material realm. So that's the card for the body for the coming week. And then the card for the mind, another synchronicity with the astrology chart, the 4 of Wands completion. And look at the similarity of this image with the Wheel of Fortune. In fact, this card represents the Wheel of Fortune in the stable number of 4. And so Wands are the suit of energy. This card is representing the fact that we will experience and feel alignment in our beings, in ourselves, with all that is. And there's another quality of blessing with this card of the coming week because it represents, on the most basic level, a perfect balance of energies. And so, again, the whole universe is coming together to give us an experience of balance and blessing in the coming days. The final card in the position of spirit, another card of balance. The 8 of Wands is called swiftness, and it represents the gift of energy coming in perfect alignment. It's energy coming into, this is energy coming into form, manifestation. And swiftness, I don't know if you can see in the camera, but these are lightning bolts. However, behind the lightning bolts appears the octahedron, which is the form of stability and one of the Platonic solids. The octahedron represents integration, perfect integration of energy. And so there's a combination here of vitality and life and incredible light coming into form. And this is the gift from Source and the Spirit. You can see the rainbow at the top of the card representing, again, blessing. So the practical advice in the reading is an affirmation of the blessing we're about to receive, and that our job, if you want to call it a job this week, is to slow down enough to be present, to the blessing. So in practical matters, that means the last quarter moon is at 10:43 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. That's when the moon moves into the position of the 6th point of the star and brings the star into full form and full activation. And so there's what we could call a golden period of experiencing the full flowering of the star. And you could say that would be from 8 o'clock in the morning, the 5 hours centered around this event. So 8 in the morning until 1 in the afternoon on Monday. If you have the opportunity to set aside some time on Monday morning just to be quiet and feel, maybe go for a walk or sit and drink some tea, just make a few moments to feel and access the feeling of harmony in your life. And one of the pieces of advice I got from this spread when I first turned it relates to the 6 of discs, success in the physical realm, and the word appreciation came up. And a reminder that the easiest way for us to access this harmony is to go to the feeling of appreciation, because it brings us into the present moment. It will bring you into the moment and allow you the opportunity to move into the natural harmony and beauty and stability of this very special day. And then this energy, because it's being activated at the last quarter moon, this energy will be available for the coming week. Now, I drew an additional card and asking for any final gift or blessing, as we don't really need any more, but I drew a 4th card, as I always do in these weekly readings, and check it out. The sun is our 4th card. And so the sun, it was just a really lovely gift from Source, reminding us that that we can trust this gift of illumination, and that we have an opportunity in this coming week to more fully expand into our own illumination, our own expansion, and the brilliance of what each of us is here to realize in our lifetime. So this is a week of gifts and blessings, and especially the gift of vision and illumination in your own life. There are lots of adventures awaiting, and this coming week is a time of blessing. So I am just so happy to share this with you today. I want to ask for each person listening to receive the blessing of the coming week and have the opportunities and synchronicities that allow this special, beautiful, amazing gift from Source to be received and experienced in each of our lives. So I ask now for the blessing for all of us, and I wish each of you an amazing, grand sextile and a beautiful week to come. This is Elizabeth Shermer with the Lunar Matrix.